Today's lesson is a review for transformations. So let's start with, I can graph the image given the pre-image under a rigid or non-rigid transformation on the coordinate plane by applying the given rule. And I can determine the transformation rule given the pre-image and the image by working backwards. So just to review, the pre-image is my first figure, and my image is my second figure. Okay, we talked about 4 types of transformations. Translation we said is a slide. So it is following a vector, and I add A to my horizontal value and B to my vertical value. So I see vectors that look like rays. A reflection, I'm going across a line. So I'm counting towards the line perpendicular, and then I'm going to go the same amount on the other side of the line. I like to think of this one being a mirror, and I'm looking in the mirror. It's a flip. I can go over any type of line. Some common lines are the x-axis is y equals 0. The y-axis is x equals 0. And the 45-degree line is y equals x. Next, we talked about a rotation, which is a turn. So counterclockwise is positive rotation. And negative rotation is clockwise. For me to rotate, I need an angle. And I turn my paper 1/4 for every 90 degrees. And I need to know a direction. A dilation is a reduction or an enlargement, so I am multiplying by my scale factor. All right, so let's do a couple practice problems here. All right, let's graph the image of the translation. So looking at the first one is called the pre-image. So the image is telling me from the rule here that I'm going to take each vertices and go left 1. I go left 1. So each vertex, I'm going to go left 1, and I'm going to add a prime to my point. So A prime. And go to the left, T prime. I'm going to go to the left, W prime. Okay, so this is my image. Okay, so this is giving me the rule. This next example is I have the vector. So here is A and B. So it is telling me I'm going to go to the right 3 and down 6. Okay, so the first one is called the pre-image. So to the right 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So E is now becomes E prime. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B prime. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. V prime. Okay. So this is my image. Okay, this one is, I want to tell me what the vector and the translation rule is from the pre-image and the image. So taking a look here, I know the pre-image is my first, and my image is my second figure, and the image has the prime, and the pre-image, there's no prime. So that's how I tell the difference. So looking at my diagrams, my primes are on the blue ones. So I know my vector goes like this direction. Okay. I just need to count one vector. So I'm going to go from I to I prime. That looks like the simplest one. So I is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. So my vector is going to be 6, negative 6. So to write that in coordinate rotation, I say xy becomes x plus 6, y minus 6. Okay, let's try one more. So I'm going to go from the image, the pre-image, to the image. So to figure out what one vector is, I'm going 1, 2 to the left. So that's negative 2. And down 1. So that's negative 1. In coordinate notation, I'd say xy becomes x minus 2, x minus 1. Oh, let's do some reflections. Reflection over the y equals x line. So the y equals x line, this is the 45-degree line right here. And this is where I want to apply the rule. So my coordinates xy become y, x. So x and y switch places for the x equals y. So t is at, here's the origin. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So minus 4, 0. So t prime is at 0, negative 4. Okay, b is at negative 1, 0. So b prime is 0, negative 1. W is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5, 1, 2, 3. So W prime is going to be negative 3, negative 5. And A is at 1, 2. Negative 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4. So A prime is negative 4, negative 2. So I'm going to plot all the images. So T prime is 0, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's T prime. B prime is 0, negative 1. W prime is negative 3. 1, 2, 3, negative 5. W prime. And A prime is negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 2. A prime. And if it helps to draw in the y equals x line, to see if you did it right, I would draw it in. And if I fold my paper in half, I got it. Okay, the next one says reflect over y equals -2. So the y equals -2 is this line right here. So I count to the line, 1, 2, 3, and then go the same amount, 1, 2, 3. So this would be u prime. So I count 1, 1, L prime, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, P prime. There we go. Next, let's find the rule for the reflection. So I want to find the line that's halfway in between. So I'm just looking for a pre-image and an image. So if I look, I'll see my line is right here. So that's a vertical line. So that's a x equals -1, 2, 3, -3. This one, I see that it is reflected over y equals x. Let's graph the image of the rotation. So this one's saying I want to go 90 degrees and clockwise. So clockwise, I'm going to turn my paper one turn this way. I'm going to turn my paper one turn. So W prime. So this is now my new X plus, and this is my Y plus. So W is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Y prime is going to be 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3. D prime is going to be 1, 1. And P prime is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and 4. So now I'm going to plot those points. So 5, 4. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 is W prime. Y prime is 5, 3. D prime is 1, 1. And P prime is 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What about the next one? So 180. So 180, I can go either direction. Doesn't matter. 2 turns because I am halfway around. Okay, so this is my new X prime or X plus. And here's my Y plus. So Q prime is going to be -1, 2, 1, 2, -2, -2. U prime negative 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Negative 3, negative 2. M prime is going to be negative 1, 0. And K prime, negative 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to go plot those points. So negative 2, negative 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 is Q prime. Negative 3, negative 2, U prime. Negative 1, 0, M prime. Negative 2, 3. Negative 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. K prime. There we go. All right, next one. I want to know what the rule is for my rotation. So I'm looking at where is my pre-image and where did my image go? So I see my pre-image is here and I am going this direction. So I'm going one turn, so that's 90 degrees, and I'm going counterclockwise. Okay, so I'm going to look at N here, going to N prime, and it doesn't matter if I go this way or this way. So this is a 180 degree rotation. So I'm doing 2 turns and no direction. Okay, next we are going to graph the pre-image and the image with the dilation of a scale factor of 3/2 and negative 1/2. So first we're going to plot the pre-image. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 1, C, negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, R, 1, 1, 2, 3, R, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, D. Okay, so now I'm going to take my scale factor and I'm going to multiply 3/2 times each number. So 3/2 times negative 1 is negative 3/2, which is negative 1.5. 3/2 times negative 2 is negative 3. A prime. Three times 3 is 9, and 9 divided by 2, that's 4.5 minus 4.5. 3/2 times 3, positive 4.5. R prime, 3/2 times 1, which is 3/2, which is 1.5. 3/2 times 3 is 4.5. And D, 3/2 times 3 is 4.5. And 3/2 times 1, which is 1.5. So let's plot the image now. So negative 1.5, negative 3. 1, 2, 3. Negative 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, and 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So this is, I'm sorry, this is C prime, A prime. R prime is 1.5, 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So R prime. And D prime, 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. 1.5. D prime. So I'm really multiplying by 1.5. So this one is a enlargement. Because my scale factor is greater than 1. Here my scale factor is less between 0 and 1, so this is a reduction. Okay, so I'm going to start by plotting the pre-image. So M is at 0, 3. A is at 1, 5. T is at 5, 2. And H is at 5, 1. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to multiply times negative 1/2. So negative 1/2, so M prime. Negative 1/2 times 0 is 0. Negative 1/2 times 3 is negative 3/2, which is negative 1.5. A prime. Negative 1/2 times 1 is negative 1/2. Negative 1/2 times 5 is negative 5/2, so that's negative 2.5. Negative 1/2 times 5, so T prime is negative 2.5. Negative 1/2 times 2 is negative 1/4. Or I'm sorry, negative 1/2 times 2 is negative 1. And H prime, negative 1/2 times 5 is negative 5/2, so negative 2.5. Negative 1/2 times 1, negative 1/2. Okay, so let's plot our image now. So 0, negative 1.5. M prime, negative 1/2, negative 2.5. 1, 2.5. This is A prime. T prime, negative 2.5. 1, 2.5. Negative 1. T prime. And negative 2.5. 1, 2.5. Negative 0.5. H prime. There we go. So this one is a reduction. And I also have a reflection because I have the negative sign. Okay, let's find the rule. Let's write the dilation rule from the pre-image and the image. So this is where I'm going to take my coordinates. So my image coordinate for W for X is going to be -1, 2. My image is -2 to -1. I'm sorry, wait, let's do that one more time. So 1, 2. So W is at the coordinates 1, 2, -2, 1, 2, 3. And W prime is at -1, 1.5. Okay, so if I use my X coordinates, I'm going to say -2 divided by -1, which is 2. If I use my Y coordinates, this would be -3 divided by this is a +3 here, not -3. So this would be 3 divided by 1.5, which is 2. So my scale factor is 2. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to pick an image, a pre-image and an image, and find the coordinates. So here I'm going to use D. So D is 1, 2, 1, 2. So D is 2, 2. And D prime is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And D prime is 4, 4. So my scale factor is going to be 4 divided by 2, which is 2. And I can either use the X coordinate or the Y coordinate. And I'm going to skip the last one because we didn't do composite ones this year.